And he's just a pumping to the beat.
Bam, 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 bam.
What do you say about Minnesota, huh?
That you're gonna see a moose and everybody claps when it happens, and that's your week.
You don't have to be truthful. Lie. Oh man.
I mean, you're not even in the cheese place, so you can't even enjoy like a lot of cheese.
Minnesota, North Shore Scenic Drive.
Wow, driving.
Minneapolis
Is there
Institute
wheat?
of Art.
Wow, art. Is there wheat?
Pretty good zoo.
Pretty good zoo. This is the state, not a city. The state.
For the Scenic Drive.
You went back to the drive.
Mountains, cliffs, beaches, forests, lighthouse, waterfalls. No mention of wheat, unfortunately, so that takes it down a little bit.
It's ruined now.
Cool.
A nature center, which is basically a zoo. An art museum. There was already an art museum. Wait a second.
Wow.
Leif Erikson Park and Rose Garden.
Oh, you know what? Okay. The Mall of America is in the city that they host it.
Okay, that's a what? 2-hour trip? 3 hour?
We're just listing things.
No, I don't know how you make a weekend out of the state of Minnesota. Oh no.
Minnesota North American Bear Center.
There you go.
Hey, hold
Boom.
up.
What the is a bear center?
Hey, you can see a lot of bears. I'd be down to see some bears.
It's a center that has bears. Of course.
Is a unique bear and wildlife educational facility.
Oh no. Here's what the bears eat. Oh, thanks. You just made bears less cool. Hey, a science museum. I love science. I would go to something like that.
Legit, like 4. There's like 5 things in museum. And then there's stuff like Minnesota History Center, which is basically a museum.
You know what this list sounds a lot like? The Ohio list
terrible.
that we... Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 242. Featuring... the original joke I had in my head was just to say the husks of the comp bros, but I think we're all just really...
Yeah, the energy in that intro was not warranted.
Welcome to the zombie cast.
Yeah.
Because we're all.
It is not indicative
What
of
happened
what
to
you're
you?
about to hear.
What happened to you, Mike?
That was called forcing it.
Triton,
You heard
homie,
me.
You could not have led. Hold on, Triton. You could not have led with a worse statement today.
Yeah, so I've been actually I went to like quite a large family gathering this weekend, so it's just
Oh
like
God.
playing with cousins and what have you.
There we go. Okay,
I'm just
everyone
assuming
get your
you and
eulogies
just
ready for Mike.
and just the driving. I hate the long distance driving. But that's basically it.
Oh
for
no.
me.
Oh no, suck penis.
Yeah,
And then
you can go for yourself.
Ralph.
I had to drive a lot in family.
And what about me? I worked a 14-hour day into a 12-hour day with a 3-hour nap in between. What up, man?
And then I really don't know why the comp bros are so tired. There must be some reason. I
don't want to be here today.
This is
joined in on that stream basically right when he started doing the racist Japanese accent.
Oh no.
Oh, dude.
Oh no.
He just went straight into the
Yep.
And he
L's are R's.
kept doing
no.
it.
Dude.
Was that the first time he did it?
Yes.
Yes, there was no lead up. There was no like casual racism, little jokey joke, samurai sword, ha ha ha, sort of thing. No, it was nothing. It was just straight into it.
Something like, Nami's the wrong ethnicity to be stealing or something.
Yeah.
No, like, kind of joke. It was just straight, this is my villain story of One Piece. Here's some problems with One Piece. Racism.
Oh,
Also, some
Dude.
casual sexism a little bit later too.
Oh, dude. He is an awful person. Before he's an awful content creator, he's an awful person.
Pretty bad.
And that's only what, like, how far into a how long video?
2 hours and 19 minutes, was it?
Into a 6-hour video.
Oh,
It took us 12 hours to get there.
12 hours. And it was only an hour and I think it was like 9 minutes before he started talking about One Piece
Yes.
in any way, shape, or form.
oh wow.
And it was an hour. It took us, ooh, Stafford, you should not have done that, you dummy.
I agree.
It took us an hour. It took us 6 hours to get through an hour.
Jesus.
Dude, we
Wow.
were dying.
Style over substance, round 2.
It's just
I'd prefer it.
12 hours. Oh boy, just
He-
looking down the barrel of it is the worst feeling, looking at that clock and being like, it's been 4 hours? What?
Now,
There was one point where we were doing it so long. I'm like, we gotta be getting towards the end. And we were at like 8:12 or something. I was like, what the there's another 4.
I'm just sitting there like, I don't see how every 10 minutes is an hour and he's saying nothing.
Yeah, Deanna was like, I gotta listen back because I don't see how we got 6 hours out of that first hour.
it's supposed to
No,
be
it wasn't, Gavin. Shut up. Dude, we legit, I forgot we did the Coco one last week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just straight up forgot about that thing.
I thought it was like 2 weeks ago.
Nope. It was
Because it feels like it.
Monday.
Man.
Because I watched that. So just because, I have nothing to do in my life and what have you, I just put up my Christmas tree now because fuck it, I can. While I was doing it, I was listening to that Revisited, and I was getting pissed listening to these dudes
It was
stuff about
bad.
Coco. And then
It was real bad.
as we're like the first third, as soon as DA started going like this disingenuous piece of crap, I'm just like, yo, the bet. I started saying it about 1/3 of the way through, and then about 2/3 of the way, that's when you both went, is this it? I'm like, there we go. There we go.
He was such a liar about the
Yes.
stuff that was going on. He was so non-descriptive about the
And
things
just
that were
flippant and
Yeah.
all. It was just a pile on of all this horrible stuff.
and his constant douche smile when he thinks he got him with a great point.
Also, I gotta say too, and this is just I'm not sure. The first thing that comes to my head is FOMO, but I don't think that's right. But the guy kind of looked like me, and it just made it worse for me. I'm just like, dude, you're
Absolutely,
Some type of doppelganger
absolutely
effect.
did.
Yeah.
But
like-
Mike, you're like in create a character template phase 3. You gotta add stuff on your face to make you unique.
true.
Yikes.
All right, face tattoo incoming. That's where I gotta go. It seems.
Jesus.
You need a nose piercing or something. Something to differentiate yourself.
Oh boy. Also,
Yeah,
Hawakas, I didn't say before. Thank you
Revisited
for the
was
sub.
This is a horrible week for Revisited.
Revisited was very rough.
That dude comboing into this 12-hour poop. It was mind blowing.
You even said at the end of that Coco video, they're like, we got the 12-hour one at the end of this week.
Yeah,
I had forgotten, dude.
it it's just like, man, why didn't we just ease in with something easy and safe and something that we know? It's just like, hey, this is the first time we're talking about Coco, and we talk about Coco, and we gotta talk about this dude's horrible video. That was a bad idea, but it was on the Day of the Dead, so that made sense. But it just had to line up with this 12 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I was fine for most of it. I'll be honest. For 10, 11 hours. But once that like last hour hit, I was just like,
I'm ready to clock out.
It was just
last hour of work. You're just watching the clock.
Your stupid boss self went, yo, let's just get past the Sanji. Cause I didn't want to be in the middle of Sanji. Then whenever we go back to it, we have to be like, what was he talking about? We get a fresh point now.
I don't care. Hey, what was he talking about?
Sanji, all blue fish. Where'd the fish though?
All right, yeah, we would have recognized that.
So I just want to have this audibly heard because this is a rare thing that happens. This is the sound of me deleting a bet fulfilled.
Oh my goodness.
Gone.
Have you figured out some of your games? I know Fall Guys was one.
I haven't.
Wow.
I don't know when I'm doing it. I don't know nothing. I know Fall Guys, and I'm just like I don't want to do it because people like in Gavin and Triton and Hawakas, all these bastards want it, and I'm like
they want it bad.
I don't want to do it because y'all want it, but I have to do it because I promised. Ugh. Oh, I'm so pissed. This is a horrible week for Revisited, and guess what? Both on me.
I was about to say, whose fault is that?
I found and chose the Coco video. I said, let's do it on the Day of the Dead. I went, hey, let's do it in 12-hour stream. It is. I'm poisoned.
You did the viewer request month.
Poison.
Yeah, like the last.
Do you want
6 things we've done have been DA? 4 of the last 6 things we've done.
Do we count even attempting River City Girls as something of this, or does it have to be solo DA content?
I need to listen back to see exactly what I said to see if I said it needs to be solo DA.
Okay.
I don't think you said that. I think you said I will do content for a month.
Yeah, I don't know if I said content. I don't know if I said video game streams. I don't know what exactly I said. I just need the wording so that y'all little pedantic douchebags in the chat don't go, well, actually, nah, I don't need that. All right, I'm already being punished. I've been punished twice this week.
Content being punished. How are you being punished playing video games?
Okay, so I'm being punished because not only did I have to watch a horrible video, I had to watch this dude.
We would have had to do that anyway.
I would have to watch this dude slag off one of my favorite movies, and I was wrong, and I have to sit here and be like, yes, I was provably wrong, and I deserve nothing but your scorn. That don't feel good.
I feel like a 10-hour Christmas stream is coming for your boy DA.
No.
Your greatest gift ever.
No. I hate Christmas.
Yes, that's the point.
No.
Do it.
No.
10-hour Fall Guys Christmas stream, y'all. Bring y'all in.
No.
You must use
If
all
it is,
Christmas Santa-themed outfits for your Fall Guy.
Not a lot of them, but after hour 3, it's just gonna be me silently playing. I'll pop on some headphones, do a podcast, and I'll just be like, crap, and that'll be it.
Yep, cool.
0 viewers somehow.
You'll be like,
I'll be on the channel watching, and it'll still be 0 viewers.
Bruh, I'll tell you right now, you ain't getting to 0.
True.
Somebody
the people want this too badly, and I don't want to give it to them. It sucks so bad, and I'm so pissed.
Disagree.
I'm stupid to be so ballsy of just like, swangling and dangling. Ain't ever gonna be no video that's worse than this. Mark my words. Pin that on the Discord. Write it down. All this crap.
Aren't you the person that has said in multiple revisiteds?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Aren't you the person on multiple revisiteds that always says, I don't like definitive statements? Yet you made the definitive statement.
Yes. But Triton brought it up in the Discord. I said something months and months ago. I said past DA is stupid. Present DA is the big brain. And I stand by that. I've grown, I've learned. I'm not gonna say that anymore. There will be no replacement bets because Coco Couch Dude will get usurped. There is somebody out there worse. There is a video worse. I'm not gonna say that there isn't one. I'm big brain now. That bastard from a month and a half who's punishing me now, him, he's stupid. But me, I'm 3 times at least smarter than him.
You're Moringo now.
Moringo! I evolved into Moringo. That's what happened.
That was one of the best moments of the stream. How sad is that?
Isn't it?
Everybody just started getting their Jellicle cat names.
Isn't it though? It's very fun. And now I got a new icon. And it's a cat. And I love it. And it's great. And I had to put not furry in parentheses because I'm like, I'm in a lot of different Discords. And there's a cat now.
And just like that, the truth comes out.
Yeah, this was the slow descent.
Yep. You just needed the kindling.
But big shout outs to Rex. His hand, it must be in Quagmire, just huge and muscular. Because he was just going through them. He did 6 or 7 that day. And I'm like, dude, you've been here this whole time just drawing. Stop, legitimately.
And the funniest thing is, we'll say it and then like, it'll be like 8 to 15 minutes later and it'll be on the Discord. Like, what happened there? His pen game is ridiculous.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, we shan't be doing another 12-hour stream anytime soon.
No definitives.
I said anytime soon.
Anytime soon. Okay, yeah, cool. That's
Yeah, never again. No, that's going to happen again. Well, eventually, we're going to do some 24-hour boy.
That's where the problem's gonna happen. Especially with our wildly different sleep schedule.
Wildly
it's gonna
different.
be like, all right, you're gonna be carrying this podcast for about 8 hours, and then I'll start carrying it and coffee and sugar, and yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be real bad, y'all.
It's gonna be real fucking bad, but
it was
real good.
It was a lot of fun outside of it being 12 hours. It was fun to just sit here and talk about this horrible video, as it usually is with Revisit It.
Yes.
Did you guys just
Have you started on no time?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was like, did you guys basically just conk out right after?
Essentially, yes.
I went into my room, I brushed my teeth, and I went, I kind of don't want to talk ever again. I'm fine with just silence.
You already said, Triton, we're gonna do a stream eventually whenever we feel like it.
We're Flight of Fancy, motherfuckers. It's just like, hey, you want to do this? Bam, let's do this. But what I was about to ask you is, did you start up on the timestamps that you said you
not
were
yet.
gonna? Okay, yeah, but because you promised and you said you were gonna do it in the Discord.
No, I said I was
and then
gonna
you just
do it.
lied, and so
Lied?
So I think that you should have some sort of punishment.
What could they punish me with? Content? I just did a 5-hour stream last week, comboing into a 2.5-hour revisited, comboing into a 12-hour revisited. What more you want from me?
12 hours, boy.
All right. As always, your weekly reminder. Black Lives Matter. Stop Asian hate. Wear your masks. Get your vaccine. If you have children, which I'm pretty sure none of you do, but that are in here right now.
Most of them are children.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Them some youngins.
Yep. Yeah. Get your kids vaccinated. You can do that now. And get your boosters if you feel like you need it.
Yep.
Moving.
Drizzt needs to stop Asian hate.
Most certainly.
Wow.
Yeah, he
That's,
needs
you
that
know what?
lesson.
That's a good one, Triton. That is a good one.
That was great.
All right. So, going through a bunch of smaller tidbits of news. Yeah, it wasn't really a whole lot this week. So, moving right along. Chris Pratt is going to also now voice Garfield in an upcoming movie. Stop
Ridiculous.
He is getting ripped apart.
Yeah, there was an article that was just like Chris Pratt is going to sleep depressed at night because of all the backlash he's getting. Like,
But you got paid like $70 million for this. Shut up.
You got paid. You're rich. You don't need to listen to these or read these people's feedbacks. They're just some bums. Don't. Who cares?
Yeah. So he has that. One of the a tangential thing that I found kind of humorous was the guy who has been making the Castlevania animated show, whatever you want to call it, on Netflix for the last couple of years is going to be making a Devil May Cry series coming up, and he officially announced that Chris Pratt will not be voicing anyone in his series.
That's gonna be the announcements from now on.
Yep.
I legitimately had to mute Chris Pratt, just the name Chris Pratt, because there was just meme after meme, just like Chris Pratt will now voice Goku.
Yeah, boy, it was so annoying.
It just kept going. I'm like, all right, yeah, we got it, and I just got really tired of it.
Chris Pratt will play Mike in the 2200, the movie. He's too good looking. We've discussed this before. You need a solid 5 in all categories to even get close to portraying me.
So we need a Jesse Eisenberg. There you go.
That might even still be too good looking.
Nah, Jesse's the wheelhouse. You can make up him down.
Oh boy. We got a trailer for the Boba Fett show. Yeah, it's a thing that's happening. Most people, the thing that, again, just another joke that I saw commented on is people are glad that they gave him back his eyebrows from,
Was that a thing?
Yeah, in The Mandalorian, he didn't have eyebrows for whatever reason. No idea why. He just didn't. This is actually, and so next thing, this is something that I meant to talk about last week, but I forgot to. So Concerned Ape, the solo developer of Stardew Valley, announced his new game, Haunted Chocolatier, which it's more combat-based than Stardew Valley is. Stardew Valley does have combat, but you're basically, instead of running a farm, you're running a chocolate factory, like a magical little chocolate factory. And same aesthetic, but different mechanics and what have you. All built from the ground up. It looks pretty darn good, and I feel like if you like Stardew Valley, more than likely you're gonna like this game.
How are people receiving it?
Pretty good, and one of the things too, because I think I don't know if he has a team, but at the very least he has full creative control over this game. And when he was talking about it, he's just like, this game is only going to come out when I think it's ready. If I never think it's ready, it's never coming out. I'm just like, you know what? He is done enough and has earned his dues to be able to do that, to be like, yeah, this is all on me, baby.
Yeah, that's something different. He could be like, hey man, don't make fun of my games, because that's his heart and soul and blood. Chris Pratt, he just voicing somebody. This dude's just like, I made this game. People are saying it sucks. I thought it was pretty good.
Oh dear Lord, a cast list for the 2200 movie. Oh boy. Let's let chat simmer on that and see what they think.
Unfortunately, I'm too easy. I'm a just bald black guy with a beard. So
the dude who's playing Morpheus in the new Matrix movie. Gotcha.
I don't know.
No, that's too sexy. No.
Well,
No.
Hey, you guys, I'm gonna try to play DA not sexy. All right, don't worry. It's gonna be a gargantuan task.
Oh my god!
Wow,
That is amazing.
I feel like Common could do it. He's light skinned, but I feel like he could do it.
My thought. Ooh. I have a thought for BG. I want to see what other people say though before I. For that.
There's a dude that looks 1,000,000,000% like me. It was a rapper.
Jack Black for Ralph.
I can see that working.
It could
What?
work.
Too
You sure?
goofy.
Yeah, like I don't. I mean, he's an actor, so you'd hope he'd be able to change up his his persona, but like, yeah, Ralph is a little more angry.
You think Jack Black can't be angry?
Ralph's actor has to be 3 decibels louder and curse way more.
True. Very true.
So who even would that? I don't even know who that could
I mean,
be.
sadly, this is no way in terms of looks, but for whatever reason, my first thought was Danny DeVito.
Wow.
just on attitude. That's where my
So
mind
you're
went.
just talking angry Italian New Yorker.
Yep. All right.
Wow.
Origin movie. Donald Glover can play young
BG.
You just pick up a random guy on the street for Mike. Oh boy.
Mike now being cast by Mike as
Yeah.
Mike, and no one would still know.
Yep. The actor needs to be named Mike. That's just a rule that I'm going to set in
It's not
place.
hard. There's an infinite number of you.
True. I'm just saying. Has to be. All right. Moving on to news. Eternals opened this weekend, and it grossed 71 mil, which is not bad, but it did worse than Black Widow and Shang-Chi, which were in more controlled parts of the pandemic, I'll say.
Nah, not Shang-Chi.
I guess maybe
I'll
not
give you
Shang-Chi.
Black Widow.
Yeah.
Black Widow was kind of weird because it also had the day and date stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Black Widow should not have done better.
But Black Widow is a name.
Sure. But it's in the middle of the pandemic.
But people don't care.
People didn't care, sure.
People still don't care.
Sure. They care even less now, so this should make more money. Or
But
at
it's
least-
still the Eternals.
Sure.
Who the are they? And then you
I
got
mean,
those.
who were the Guardians of the Galaxy?
You still got Chris Pratt.
That was before he was Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
And plus, that was also
Mario voice actor Chris Pratt.
But that was also on the height of. Well, not the hype, but like it was on the upturn of the Marvel movie. So it was just like, let's see everything. Because we walked into Thor, and who is Thor?
But then we walked into Guardians 2 with only us two. I think we saw the Guardians in theaters too.
We most certainly did.
I don't think there were a lot of people there.
I don't remember. But I don't think I've ever heard a more mixed opinion on this.
On a
I've
Marvel
heard-
movie.
On a Marvel movie. Because I've heard like 8.5, 9, and I've heard like 4.
Yep. And I've heard 3.5s and I've heard
It
4s.
is crazy how just all over this is. I'm just going, I really want to see this now. I really want to see it. Yeah.
Because usually you're the type of person that goes, I need it to be stinky, or real good. This mixed dichotomy bush.
it's just the complete polar
The
opposites.
scales.
That's what's getting me. 'Cause
Right
I'm
now,
like, there's something that's grabbing some people and repelling others.
Yeah,
And I
right.
want to see what that is.
I saw one report where it was just like, oh, they always harshly judge when a female lead is the action movie. Someone try. People just can't dislike
don't make
movies.
this that.
People just can't dislike movies now. Apparently, it's
Yeah,
got to
right.
be about who is the star.
Yeah, right now it has, when we last checked on it last week, it was barely fresh. Now it is barely rotten at 48% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I mean, I've been getting mixed reviews. People who I know who have seen it now. It's either they like it or they have no thoughts.
And see, that's a whole nother thing that's just now here for me as well. But for Rotten Tomatoes, I don't really take that seriously because you got Marvel fans who are just like Marvel all the way and they're just gonna go up, and then you got people that are just like Marvel sucks and they go all the way down, and you got the people that are there for the meme, just like let's get this lower than the Suicide Squad. Well, not the Suicide Squad, but the Suicide Squad.
The Rotten score, I believe, is mostly critics, though, right?
Is it?
Both fresh and rotten. Yeah, what they do is they
There's an
take an
audience
aggregate of verified reviewers, so it's not, you can't just be a blogger with no name being on there. So they take a composite of all of theirs and then go, would they recommend it or no? If they do recommend it, it's a fresh. If they don't recommend it, it's a rotten. So basically, if you see like 69%, that just means 69% of the critics we aggregated would recommend going to see this.
Yeah.
Literally it.
So because there's the audience score and the tomato meter. So the tomato meter, which I believe is mostly reviewers, is at 48%.
It's all
rotten.
reviewers.
Okay, so that's 48% rotten, and the audience score is 81%.
So the 48% rotten means that 48% of the reviewers we gathered would go see it.
Yep.
Or will
Such
recommend
a stupid system.
It's such a stupid system.
And then
I think Metacritic or OpenCritic does it better, where it's just like your score, and then because I think Metacritic has like weighted scores where it's just like depending on where you are, where you're reviewing from, yours matter a little bit more. I can't remember, one of them does a weighted score that I wasn't a fan of.
Metascore is critics, and then there's also a user score. It's similar to Rotten
Yeah,
Tomatoes.
no, all things have a user score and a critic score.
So
IMDb is the same way.
Metacritic is 53 out of 100, and then the user score is 6.6 out of 10.
Yeah, so Metacritic does ratings as opposed to would you recommend or no.
Yeah.
Think of it like Rotten Tomato for YouTube is a like and a dislike, and for YouTube, Metacritic is like the 5-star system that we used to have.
Something.
There come the sirens.
Always. We're Detroit.
Let's see. TV shows, movies and theaters, browse all, right?
So while you're doing that, Triton, there are 44 movies with a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's what I was trying to look for.
Okay.
There's something that, like, I remember seeing a news article of something that, like, surpassed the lowest of all time on one of those platforms. I just don't remember what.
Probably Metacritic, man.
Or maybe, no, it was probably, I think it was Eternals being the lowest Marvel movie.
Yeah,
I think that's what it was.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
what
know.
Yeah.
Probably went below Thor 2 or something.
Yep. Indeed it did. All right, moving right along. There was a trailer for Morbius that came out, and again, just, looks interesting.
Yeah.
Gerard Way is a very hit and miss actor now.
Interesting. What?
I said Gerard Way is a very hit and miss, or not Gerard Way. Jared Leto. Gerard Way. That's My Chemical Romance. But yeah, Jared Leto. At this point, he's just very hit and miss, and just his acting method is a little out there, as has been widely reported. But
Not a fan.
It just looks. It looks too much.
It looks like Venom. And it feels like they're just trying to do a bunch of Venoms.
I didn't like his poofy Nightcrawler teleporting. He's got sonar and super strength and ears. And I'm like, I'm not.
Yeah, he has ears.
Oh my! But look at this guy with his ears. DA, what are these opinions? I'm sorry, I hate ears. Is that so weird? Why does that sound like me? Why does it sound like that's something I'm gonna say within the next 3 months? You guys know
you were
us
all
weird.
over my toes.
Your toes are weird.
You look in the mirror. You're disgusting with your ears.
Van Gogh had the right idea.
Wow. Yeah. Jesus
Do not run it
Christ.
with Peterson.
All right.
But yeah, that's a movie where I'm just like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna see that.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I can illegally obtain it via turn.
I'll wait. Just wait for streaming. Dexter sequel series is seemingly off to a good start. The original series ended quite poorly.
Yes, it did.
But a lot of people are going like, you know what though? We wouldn't have been able to get this if it didn't end like it did. So
No, I don't care. Those last 2 seasons were poopy butt water, and it is not worth whatever is coming out right now.
What would you say is the last good season of Dexter? Is it the one where like the last season that I remember?
Early into season 3. No. How many seasons of Dexter is? Early into season 4, I would say. So season 3 is the last complete good season.
Let's see, Dexter season. Or how about I?
Dexter is about a forensic investigator, a forensic scientist that is also a serial killer of bad people. So he kills people that are like rapists and stuff.
Let's see, there were 8 seasons of Dexter.
Yeah, I would say early season 4 is the last consistently good Dexter. Everything after that is hit or miss. It'll get like 2 or 3 good episodes and then like 4 bad ones and then 1 good one. 3 is the last consistently good one. It's really good, Triton, because I read the book of Darkly Dexter before then. And then I remember it came out and they were like, Dexter. And I was like, Dexter, huh? I just read a book about a dude named Dexter that was a serial killer. And it just happened to be the same thing. I just never watched it. And then, like, over the summer, I was like, I think it's about time I watched Dexter. And I watched Dexter. And the first couple seasons, I was like, okay, I see why people was digging this. And then I saw, oh no, I see why people were not digging this.
Okay, season 4 is the last season that I remember watching that I did enjoy, so I'm in agreement with you. I think
it got really bad. It's just spoilers, so I'll wait.
But yeah, beginning of the series, extremely good. It was one of the few shows I watched with all my roommates in college when it was first coming out.
What's the last thing you've watched where you watch it weekly as it comes out?
Loki.
Dude, I was even behind on Loki.
Hope I binged that.
I would watch it like 2 or 3 days later.
Any of the Disney Plus series that I'm interested in, I typically am watching weekly.
Chucky is the closest thing for me in years.
Okay.
Because I wanted to binge it, but those 2, I was just like, oh no.
I rock out with Ruby weekly, but that's mostly because spoilers are just rampant on Twitter. I just don't want to get spoiled. Otherwise, I would just chunk it up.
I think the last thing before Chucky for me was The Walking Dead. I used to watch that every Sunday on AMC as it came out.
Yeah.
Television.
Boy, I can't remember the last time I've had cable, and I can't remember the last time I've wanted it.
Before college, easily. I don't think I ever had cable in college, so almost 10 years for me.
What is the point of cable?
Like,
it should legitimately be $3 a year.
Background
that's gonna
noise?
make you something.
Background noise? Like the one thing that my mom watches consistently, she said cable for years, but I mean, like, for your parents, it's like, old habits die hard. My mom loves Investigate Discovery, and I will say,
it's godlike.
Watching that stuff is so fun and interesting, but
it's on Peacock.
So good.
No, it's on Peacock. There's a whole Investigation Discovery channel on Peacock.
How about you just give me your login?
Sure.
There are alternative
separate ways.
There are alternative methods to watch it. It's just, again, old habits die hard. For those of the older generations.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Because I'll be working with people and they'll be like, my cable box is. I'm like, what are you talking about? Anytime I hear my cable box, I automatically assume you're 50 plus. I cannot think of why a 24-year-old would have a cable box, period.
Like, the only thing that I can think of, because my sister and my brother-in-law have cable, but that, and I think, so my brother-in-law watches sports, and then they also have children. So they put on Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network or Disney for the kids.
But that's on Paramount.
It's a little easier to just have a channel running. Like I can understand.
I think it's easier to go, hey, Paw Patrol, here's all your in Paw Patrol. Just click an episode, kid.
That's again like that's the one thing that I can
There's
think
no
of.
answer.
There are benefits to both.
Yes.
I don't think so, because you could just put it in a watch list or a queue.
I used to have one for my box TV. Oh yes,
Yeah,
the CRTs.
back in the day.
The CRTs. I do still have a CRT. I could
ancient
probably
days.
find some Melee Pro online and be like, "Yo, $500," and they'd probably pay it.
There was no probably about it. They would 1,000,000,000% pay for it.
Gavin, I was with The Boys season 2 as well, weekly.
Nope, I banned that.
All right.
My parents still have Sling TV. I think Sling TV and those types of things, those types of digital channel things are worthwhile. Because I've thought about getting it to support AEW. But beyond that, I don't.
Buy a shirt.
Yeah, probably. But I want them to do well in the ratings so they can get better TV deals.
That
and
did
stuff.
not register for a few seconds. So that was so mean sounding. Just buy a shirt.
Bro, exactly. I would have killed for streaming. Because that was back in the days with like Dragon Ball and we missed the Super Saiyan transformation like 19 times. I would have loved to just been able to be like, click,
kids
click.
today got it easy.
And yet their parents still running around with a cable box.
I remember just sitting there just like, dang, my CD kind of scratched up. I gotta walk perfectly still so they don't skip.
Dude.
Now they can kick their phone across the street, pick it up, and not even lose Bluetooth connection.
I remember having to turn like our PS1 upside down to play like the SmackDown game because for some reason that particular game needed the PlayStation to be upside down.
I had this thought too. Like, think about like AirPods and Bluetooth and like all the like really discreet wireless headphones. Where like if you wanted to like if you're in like a study hall in high school and wanted to sneak music. Like in your hoodie, I remember cutting a hole in the inside of my hoodie right where my pocket was so I could like thread my headphones into their pocket in order to listen to music.
But nowadays, you just cock your head a little bit and you rocking out for the entire class. They're just so small you can't even see them. Raycons.
It's nuts.
Have you guys seen the glasses headphones?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen headband headphones, dude.
I got headband headphones.
It's so simple now.
Yeah.
It's so simple.
If you want it, you can get it.
But like the experience you've had with them, I've checked out the Bose ones, and it's scary because no one else hears it but you.
Yeah,
it probably
vibrate like the back of your skull, not directly in your ears. Yeah, those. This is like, well, okay. Where's the robot next? Because that's the next step.
Beam it right into your brain.
I put those on, and it was playing like that sample music that they play when they're like have like Target or whatever the fuck it is, and I'm just jamming out, and my friends are talking to me. I could not hear them, and I was like, "Oh yeah, it was really loud. Couldn't you hear?" They're like, "No, you were listening to something."
Yes.
Boy.
It's scary.
I remember my first MP3 player. I got it for Christmas. That boy held 32 songs. And I had to cycle out them 32 songs. It was just a little tiny square. There was no screen. So it was just like pause, play, fast forward, skip, volume up, and that was it.
Was that the like iPod Shuffle?
No,
Yes,
it was a knockoff. Knockoff.
Think like iPod, then think like Zooms, then think like 4 brands before you get to what you have.
Tracks.
Yeah, I think
Hey, but guess what? I could run, jog, whatever, and that boy would not skip.
I remember-
and that's the best part.
I remember my friends were having like iPods and stuff, and they were like, I've got every song. I'm like, I got a Walkman, an MP3 player. Well, I mean,
why do I
player.
never need to change this? This is everything I need, baby. Look at this. I got a full jacket of CDs.
Boy.
Look at this one right here. It's the Jay-Z Linkin Park.
And it's just like, it's just like, well, you could just go to the song. Why would I need to go to a song that quickly? I'm in the mood for this. Why would I shuffle it and go, oh, this came up. I guess I'm in the mood for that.
You pull out the CD flip book.
Dude, I had it on deck.
I remember that. I remember, and it wasn't even like I would write down what it was. Just like, hey, rock songs. I would just draw patterns. Like, this one looks like a tire. This one's swirling. I'm like, yeah, let me put in swirly. I know what swirly is, and I put that in.
It was
crazy times back then.
Dude, and before, like, so, like, we had the MP3 players, but then, like, in your cars, though, you still had the CD players for a long time, and that's where my CD collection was in there, and just how many burnt mixes that I had.
Oh, yeah.
It's all
so
that was.
many.
Boy, before I started like sort of semi-collecting CDs of just like, hey, I want to support this person, I'm going to buy their CD. I don't think I ever bought a CD. It was all just burned.
I remember I was heavy into Dipset, the Diplomats at the time. And I had, you flipped it and it would be like 2 of them. I had 12 CDs dedicated just to them. That was just one page, and then I had like 6 other pages of CDs. Mom was like, yo, what's this? Pulling it out. I remember swapping CDs with people.
Man, y'all got it so easy nowadays.
It's funny, too.
Who buys CDs? Nobody, Triton. We had to.
Here's the funny thing. I never owned a car with a CD player.
You were on tape?
No, me.
Oh.
The first car I ever bought doesn't even have anything like that. It's all Bluetooth stereo with my phone.
That's that easy.
Yep.
My phone connects Bluetooth or through a USB.
I remember, like, 6 years ago, people were like, holy pass me the aux.
Yeah.
Aux cable.
Yo, the aux.
That was the hypest thing.
Now look.
Or if the cars that still had cassette tapes, you had that cassette tape that had a cord coming out of it that was an aux cable.
We had one of those for my buddy's car.
Triton, stop! You're making us feel fucking old. That wasn't even that long ago. Oh my god.
No, he's fucking with us. He knows exactly what an aux is. That was his generation.
He didn't know what Dexter was.
Okay. It's Triton, though. He's also a sheltered goblin. Like, come on now.
Yeah, he has a hat in chocolate few.
A Reese's peanut butter cup.
Oh my god. Oh boy.
Satellite radio is still a thing.
Yes, 100% a thing. It's mostly used for like top 40 stores and stuff.
Actually, do I?
And it's being honestly, the numbers are honestly being pumped up thanks to, hey, buy a new car, you get a year of Sirius satellite radio.
Uh-oh. Triton's got sheltered goblin. He's like, yep, sheltered goblin.
Oh my god. I was just double checking and I completely forgot. I still have my original iPod Mini because this thing was a fucking tank back in the day.
Boy.
Oh, absolutely.
Remember them thick 120 gig iPods?
Yeah.
All them chunkers.
You're like, oh my god, I got everything.
You could get into a fight with a dude with a brick and win.
I've told the story of how I dragged this thing across an entire street on accident and it still lived. Oh yeah, the top portion is completely missing.
Meanwhile, you sneeze with your CD player in your hand, it's just done forever.
Yep.
You just gotta hold it like the Holy Grail.
Horrible.
I remember walking to school and having my CD player in my pocket and having to hold it tight
Oh yeah.
as I walk to school, and I'm like, my hand should be free.
Yep. Remember those
We,
days?
We
and
dealt with
and the
some
worst
bullshit.
part is Triton, when he gets to the age that we're at right now, he's gonna be like, man, y'all kids got it easy. Because there's gonna be some other in advance.
Straight
Yeah,
to
It's
the
just
brain.
like revolutionary.
I remember I had to go into the settings to connect my phone. All you do is tap the radio.
Yeah. Have y'all seen those like weird, like hand keyboard
Yes.
things? Like, come on now, what are we doing?
There
Why
was
do we need to improve on the keyboard?
There are like projectors for phones now.
I've seen
Yeah.
those.
I've seen and I saw a mock-up once of just like, this was a fake thing, but I saw a mock-up of like a phone that has the projector built in, so you flip it and then it like plays on a flat surface. And I'm
I'll
like,
give it a couple
yeah,
years.
that's gonna happen. Something like that's gonna happen.
Hey, you thought about it, that means somebody else thought about it, and that means that they thought about it.
So Triton did get a glimpse of the past with the original roll down windows. The hat.
Oh my goodness.
The
So
crank.
our grandmother, her car door did not open up. The only door that opened up was her own, the driver's seat. So we had to jump in the muffin window, and she would have to roll it down. She was a great big fat person. So she would have to roll, and then we would jump in and just get rolling.
Dude, you know in the future it's gonna be like window down,
Yep.
child lock.
I'm just remembering now too. Like I don't even know what the exact purpose was, but like some of the older cars that had the seatbelt thing that like, as you open the door, it like the top portion moved forward to the front side of the door, and then when you
Oh,
closed
yeah, I
it, it
remember
would
that.
move to the back. What was that about? I don't even know what that was for. It was kind of cool.
Maybe it was a mechanical way so it doesn't get caught.
Maybe?
No, that doesn't make any sense. I don't know what
don't
that's for.
Weird stuff. All right.
Weird stuff.
Get to the
Weird
rest of
stuff.
it. There's not a whole lot left. Chris Columbus, who is the director, not the not the explorer. Chris Columbus, who is the director of the first two Harry Potter movies, wants to make a movie out of the stage play The Cursed Child because all the
No.
Harry Potter actors are of the appropriate age now.
That book was not good.
It most certainly was not.
Yeah.
I never saw it, so
Me neither.
Not
Hey,
good.
dude, it has time travel.
Mhm.
And I'm saying that it's really bad.
I remember
Yeah.
reading a fan fiction of Harry Potter that had time travel, and I was like, I skipped all the time travel parts, and now we're just straight up just time travel.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
right
Rocket.
along. So yeah,
I would
that's just-
prefer that not happen because
Me.
it was not good.
Me too. And at this point, I just don't really want to support J.K. Rowling in any capacity anymore.
Then you get a little bit of money in her pocket as well.
Yeah.
A little bit of
Yeah, we need
scratch.
that.
Yep. Alvin and the Chipmunks are on sale. If you had enough money, you could go to to bat to buy the rights to Alvin and the Chipmunks.
What could you do now?
I don't know. I just have a really, I mean, like the movie wasn't good anyways, but the one, either the first or second Alvin and the Chipmunks movie that came out like 10 or so years ago, was on repeat at Kmart when I worked there in the electronics department. Just so anytime I had to work electronics, I had to watch that movie over and over and over and over again.
Do you remember it?
Somewhat.
I wish you could just pause and just good every second. This hollow dead voice.
He just starts singing one of the songs under his breath.
Triton.
Christmas.
Time is here.
Act 1. Fade in.
I have the screenplay.
Oh my god. So yeah, like how long was it in between like anything Chipmunks and then those movies?
Well, it was
It
quite
was-
a while,
it was
but
quite a
they
while.
always get some money from those singles.
Yeah, the singles. I'm sure
Yeah.
they had little dumb Christmas specials that we didn't really know or care about.
Mhm.
Plushies and types of that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I've never. I think I was into Alvin and the Chipmunks for like 2 years.
A
Yeah,
hot
like, you know,
second.
I was a kid. The cartoons were fun, and I was a kid. But like,
Yeah, but I found more fun out of like the Muppet Babies and stuff like that.
I just found that Chip and Dale were better Alvin and the
Oh,
Chipmunks.
absolutely.
yeah.
Rescue Rangers?
Yes.
I
Agreed.
am the screenplay. For the Avatar live action, they announced the casting of Firelord Ozai, Daniel Day Kim. I like the
Looks pretty
casting.
good.
I like the
He looks
casting.
pretty good.
As
I just
long
need to hear the voice that he does, as long
Yeah.
as it's very imposing.
as long as they don't do all the rumored shit of like, oh, it's like an AU in high school that was reported before. Just try and make it as faithful as you can. That'll be great.
Yeah. Okay.
Moving right along. Before it even comes out, there's already a Donkey Kong movie in the works with Seth Rogen.
TK.
Donkey,
Donkey Kong.
Banana Slammer! They just made it like that awful, but still kind of funny in an awful way TV show. Did you, and have you guys watched that back in the day?
No.
No.
I never watched that. I never watched the Sonic cartoon, the Mario Bros. Cartoon. None of that.
There were multiple Sonic cartoons. Multiple.
None of them. Sonic X and get everything else out of
I
here.
saw some of the Jaleel White
Because there's that
No.
one. There was
because I liked
Uh,
Urkel.
There's that. There was Sat AM, which was what the Archie comic was based off of. And then there was the Sonic Underground, where he was like part of a rock band or something.
Was Sonic Underground the edgy one where they were like part of a rebellion and it was
No, that's
this...
Sat AM. That's Sat AM.
Okay.
You
I think that's
know
that
way
anime.
too much about Sonic cartoons.
Yeah, I watched some of them.
I
didn't
didn't,
watch-
even know there was any type of rebellion Sonic cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I also read the comics. So, like, I knew there was a connection between the two. That's where Sally Acorn came into play and where furry dreams were born.
That's when you were awakened, huh,
Yep.
Mike?
Yep. Damn, it's revealed.
I got a man that can make you a cat Sona if you want.
Let me welcome you to the fold. Oh my god. A couple of different companies right now are throwing some shade and/or asking for money of Meta, Facebook/Meta, because these companies are also named Meta. So the one company, let's see, yeah, learns there's another company named Meta already. It's a PC company, and they've said that they'll sell their name for $20 million at a minimum. So, and you know what? Good for them.
You can get more out of that.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like they put out a number that is doable.
Yes.
Facebook would look at and go, they're not trolling. They're willing to negotiate with this.
Mhm.
And even if they did want to negotiate, they probably also just had in the back of their mind, look, we want 20, but we'll take 10. So if they want to go 10, we'll go 10.
Yep.
So sometimes you just gotta put out that horribly, just like, I want $50 million just in the back of your mind, just like $5 million would be fine.
You put your feet up on the desk. So we talking 20 or what's up? And then it's like, all right, you talked me down, you smooth talker. Well,
Oh boy. And then the last thing, which again, we keep going back to this, but more information keeps coming out about the Rust shooting. Remember how we were like slightly delving into conspiracy when we first were talking about it? Well, so the lawyer for the armorer of the movie claims that live rounds may have or live rounds were found in one of the blank ammo boxes as a result of sabotage. So the lawyers of the Armorer are going to probably pursue that in court, which is
Oh, for sure.
Sabotage from whom? For what?
It's just baseless. Like, there's no way to prove that.
so yeah, that is what the current press statement that her lawyers have. It's Hannah Gutierrez Reed. That is the Armorer. Yeah. So we kind of like talked about it a little bit when we first talked about it. So yeah, some conspiracy stuff.
Yeah, those people are nuts. I don't think they honestly believe that's what's happening.
So we'll see. There was a fact that there were live ammos mixed with the blanks.
I don't doubt it, but I doubt that it was some type of sabotage.
Malicious.
Yeah.
So yeah, just more and more interesting facts coming out of that case. But that is all that I had, and we are right about at time. So, Mr. Factman.
I will say this. I tried to look up facts about CDs. They're all boring.
Wow.
I tried.
Did you try CD players, MP3 players?
Yes, I tried.
Oh,
so I got 50 facts about beards.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. What's the numbers we're throwing out, gentlemen? 50, you said?
50. 50.
7.
26.
3. It would take
39, 7, 35.
It would take less than a month to get to the moon by car.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. It's not super far. Number 3.
Number 3, who picked 3?
Mike did.
Me.
Good man.
Male students enrolled at Brigham Young University need a doctor's note to grow a beard. Brigham Young is Mormon. So for some reason, a doctor...
Why is it called Brigham Young? I'm sure it's Brigham.
Brigham, yeah.
Why is it Brigham Young? That just opened the door for us.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. All right? Chill out. We're fine.
I hope they never have a controversy.
There are controversies. They were hidden. It's Mormons. They're weird. But I don't see exactly how... If it was religious, that'd be one thing, but a doctor couldn't... No, it couldn't be religious because the Mormons are the religion.
Yeah.
Like
so why would it be a doctor?
Like maybe
some type of health thing?
Like some kind of skin malady or irritation that shaving would promote.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's the only thing I can think of, or acne, like something along those lines. Like, how could you legitimately get a doctor's note of like, I need to grow this beard for my health?
You're only prescribed for a mustache, sir.
In doctor. In quack.
Oh my god. Brigham Young University.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. I hope nobody cook a job there like, yeah, I'm gonna be the one.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Sandusky. Get on in there.
Welcome
I know you had some problems at your last school. But we believe in the power of forgiveness and growth here. Glad to hear it. Just wringing his hand. Stain on his pants already.
What was your last school? Pedos Are Here University? That's a solid school.
Okay. Your references check out. Nothing but glowing reviews.
I see you taught at Purdue. No, that's pedo.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. There's left field, and then there was wherever the fuck that just came from.
That was some good wordplay.
What's the mascot of your school? The kindergartners. I see.
Perfect.
With skirts, okay.
Jesus Christ. Oh boy! All right, what's that?
See them hitting a check.
We started this podcast
Okay.
with void of energy.
Let's go.
As they're talking, they're just scratching stuff. All right, screw.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
Woo!
Oh, that's
I
the
with coffee.
that's the
Oh
one thing
my
I did
God.
want to mention too. This is the last thing. I love how for
The
that
anime club is Veroni Kitchen.
Praise be his name.
At the beginning of that Coco Revisited, I love how down, like, you were, like, feeling like shit, BG. You were sick, and by the end of that, your malady was cured. Like,
Dude, I'm still sick, high key. I still got that was not on purpose. I still got a little chest thing. So when I'm sleeping, I can hear the like wheezing. I'm still a little chest coldy.
yeah.
But my God, that woke me up.
Hey, when it's time to go on, it's time to go on. That light comes on stage, you ready or not, you going out there.
And once you're out there, you better do it.
Yep. All right. With that, that'll bring us to an end of this episode of the podcast of stuff. Ralph, we seeing you next week.
We will. I have the weekend off.
Sweet.
Hey.
Not tired,
also need to-
Ralph.
We also need to find a day to play Mario Party.
Yes, we do. So just text me availabilities. I'm more. My last week was a vacation, but most of the days I'm just like, I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit here.
So I cannot do Sunday because
Hey,
I'm
maybe
going
this
to-
is off cast.
All right,
Because
sure.
this isn't even halfway interesting.
You know what?
It's
I don't
not.
even care
Hey,
anymore.
they
So
might.
we'll talk about it when we talk
Ain't
about
nothing
it.
in that cup.
Potential Mario Party. I'll be
You
playing
drinking air, bastard. What are you doing?
I'm movie drinking, bruh.
some more Deathloop and Smash from me this next coming week. Somewhere in there, some Mario Party, maybe some Back for Blood. We'll see. Not as funny as pedo jokes. That's a great
Back for
thing to
Blood
end.
runs would be fun. I will say that. We can
Yes.
do that.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. We will see you next week.
Later.
Bye-bye.